Then there's like some tips, like just random tips that I thought I would add into here. So the first thing is everybody's skin is different. So like just because like your friend is like, oh, I use Proactive and it made all my skin problems go away, doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you. So like you have to keep that in mind. I mean, as much as that sucks, because we just want to be able to like ask someone who had acne and now doesn't, like, what'd you use? And they'll be like, oh, I used Clearasil or Clean and Clear, whatever. And then you'd be like, okay, then you go buy and you use it and poof, your acne's all gone. Well, it doesn't work like that. So for me, I tried out some different things. I tried out Proactive. I've used Clean and Clear before. Not the whole, like they have like these 3-step things. I just used, there was like one little thing that I used. I've also used Neutrogena. Also used Biore, or however you say that, exfoliating stuff, and then this other blackhead and everything. So I've used several different things, but none of them worked nearly as good as my prescriptions do. So I mean, just because tretinoin or quack works for me doesn't mean that's gonna work for you. So I mean, if you have skin like mine, it might. And by the way, my skin type would be oily. I have very, very oily skin. Like, ask anyone and they'll tell you, yes, I have oily skin, because I get shiny very easily. Like, you know, where like you get oily and then your face just, it's like shiny. Not in a good way, like, oh, I'm glowing. It's like gross, greasiness. But so yeah, I have oily skin. It's also very sensitive. Very sensitive. It gets angry very easily, and it also gets dry very easily, which to me doesn't make sense, because I'm like, okay, well, if my skin's oily, then doesn't that act as like a natural moisturizer? But no, it just likes to get all peely and dry, which, by the way, tretinoin will do that to your face, so you need to use moisturizer, because it will make your face peel like crazy when you first start using it. It doesn't do that quite as much anymore. Like, if I just put a good amount of moisturizer on, I'll be, for the most part, fine. But when I first started using that stuff, oh my gosh, it was just like, it was gross. I was so like embarrassed. I just had to put like tons of moisturizer on it to get it to go away, but it's not like that forever. So if you start using tretinoin and your face starts doing that and you start freaking out like, oh my god, what's happening to my face? First I had zits, now I have this crazy like disease looking skin, and it doesn't last forever. It'll stop doing that. And on the topic of moisturizers, use something gentle. I asked my dermatologist about it, and he said the best like moisturizers that he would recommend is oil of Olay and Neutrogena. I use oil of Olay. He said the older people like that more, like old ladies, but I like it. I think it works pretty good. It doesn't irritate my skin, and it's pretty good. So oil of Olay or Neutrogena, and I'll show you my oil of Olay. This is what I use. Oil of Olay. Active Hydrating Beauty Fluid. Oh, that sounds fancy. Beauty fluid. This is just plain old original. It says light, non-greasy, dermatologist tested, won't clog pores, provides your skin with immediate surge of blah 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 blah. Anyway, I like it. It works pretty good. Dermatologist said it's a good kind of moisturizer, so I trust him. So far, he hasn't said anything bad to me. That I know of. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good dermatologist. Oh. Nobody is paying as much attention to your skin as you are. I mean, really. This also goes into the next point. Stop getting so close to the mirror. Because if you're like me, you probably were doing this. Oh my god. There are so many zits on my face. Look. Oh. Oh, they're so big. Oh yeah, that's because this mirror is magnified. Is gonna get that close to your face. Nobody's gonna go up to your face and examine it like you do with your own face, I'm sure. It's just, you're your worst critic. No truer words have been spoken than that. I mean, really. We're so much meaner to ourselves than people are to us. Usually, generally speaking. But, yeah, nobody's paying as much attention to it as you are. Don't get so close to the mirror because nobody's looking at your face that close. Just take a step back, breathe. I realize a lot of the times that we get stressed, I think, is because we're getting so close to the mirror. We're getting so up and close with our own flaws that we're not even paying attention to the things we like about ourselves. And maybe it sounds vain, but if you're having self-confidence issues or insecurities, or you're just having problems, if you're struggling with acne and you don't feel confident with yourself, then start paying attention to things you do like about yourself. I know one thing that I try to pay attention to that I like about myself is my eyes. I like my eyes. I think I have nice looking hair. I mean, this might sound vain or whatever, but if you're struggling with your insecurities, you need to start paying attention to the good things about you. And that was some of the things that I tried to look at and go, okay, maybe I don't like how my skin looks right now, but I like how my eyes look. I like how my hair looks. I like my lips. I mean, just start focusing on other things. Stop being so crazy obsessed on one thing. It's not healthy. Another thing that's good for your skin is, there's two ways you can do this, but it all comes down to steaminess. And you can either get a washcloth and run it under really hot water, get it all soaking wet, and then just wring it out, because the point is not really for it to be wet, it's just for it to be like moist and hot. So wring it out and then just put it on your face and just leave it there for a while until it's not really like hot and steamy anymore, and then you can just like put it under the water again and redo the cycle. But if you don't want to do the whole like putting it under the water, wringing it out, the long process, you can also just get like a bowl of really hot water and put your face over it and put a towel over your head, and it'll keep the steam in there, and it'll open up your pores. It's really good for your skin. So I do that sometimes after, because I talked about the tretinoin, now I have to wait like 20 to 30 minutes to put it on, so I usually do that after I've washed my face and before I put the tretinoin on it. So you can do that. Steaminess is good for your face. And the other thing, which is very natural and is good for your skin, especially blackheads, if you're trying to get rid of blackheads, is lemon juice. And I love lemons. They're delicious. Some people like eat them and go like, so sour, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? This thing is like a little delicious natural candy. They're so yummy. I love them. I just had a lemon this morning actually, but they're delicious, and they're also very good for your skin. So my mom actually uses them too. I've used it before too, and I like it. It's very natural for your skin. The citric acidness will help your skin clean it out. And another thing is that, this is another thing my dermatologist told me, sun is healthy for you. Vitamin D from the sun, just soak it in. I'm looking this way because there's like a window over there, so my natural sunlight would be coming from this way. Just soak it in. It's good for your skin. It'll help with acne, but not too much, especially because with my DUAC treatment stuff, it makes me more sensitive to the sun, so it's good for me to be in it. I just have to like not be in it too long, and also put on like a good like sunscreen sort of SPF thing, yeah, so it's good, just not too much, because if you're getting sunburnt and your face is getting sunburnt, obviously that's not good for your skin. So then there's like two last things that you just have to remember when you're dealing with acne, and it's that the first thing is, acne isn't permanent. We get so caught up with the now, and the whole Pepsi advertisement thing, I hate it. How it says live for the now. That is like the stupidest advice ever. I'm like, oh, okay, well thanks. Just way to make teenagers even stupider than they already are. And I'm saying this from a 15-year-old girl's perspective. I am a teenager, and I will admit that teenagers are idiots. Offense to all you teenagers. You are stupid. But, I mean, really, what? Live for the now. That's great advice if you want to mess up your entire life. I always tell my mom when that commercial comes on, I'm like, yeah, they just want people to live for the now so that they won't have to worry about all the sugar and unhealthiness in their Pepsi. I mean, that's why I don't drink soda. And so, yeah, I hate those commercials. They're so stupid. And now there's one with One Direction. I'm just like, nice One Direction. I'm not a huge One Direction fan. Like, the music's fine or whatever. It's not really what I'm into a lot. I don't really have a problem with them. I like that. That's what makes you beautiful. I mean, what girl doesn't like that? Just kidding. I don't know if you don't like that. I'm fine with that. But yeah, it's not permanent. We get so caught up in the now and thinking like, oh, I have this acne on my face and it's not going away right now and it's gonna be there while I'm a teenager when I want people. And I know it's hard because it's like the most insecure time of your life when you are looking to other people for your confidence. And it's just like, it's hard because you're so insecure about yourself. You just want confirmation that you're beautiful, and you are, and you don't need confirmation from other people to believe it. And it's not going to be forever. Acne is, whether you follow this advice or you go to a dermatologist or you try every single acne medication product treatment thing there is and it doesn't work, one day it'll go away. It's something that teenagers deal with. Sometimes young adults, but usually if you have it as a teenager, it'll go away by the time you're an adult, and sometimes if you don't have it as a teenager, you get it as a young adult, so it's not going to last forever. I mean, really, how many 70-year-old grandmas and grandpas do you see with acne? I can't think of any. But I mean, I'm not saying you have to wait till you're 70 for your acne. My voice was like weird, like cracked or something. But I'm not saying you have to wait till you're 70 for your acne to go away. Obviously, it's going to go away before then, but just, even though you want it to go away right now, it's not permanent. It's not going to go away right now, which leads into my last point. Be patient. Because even though when I first got this stuff, the tretinoin and the duac, and I wanted it to just go away now. I just wanted it to be gone. And I was so stressed about it. It's really helped my skin, like, so much. I never would have been able to do this pre-dermatologist medication, but I can go now for like over a week without a single whitehead on my face. That's like a miracle to me. If you struggle with acne like I do, that's crazy awesome. But it didn't get that way overnight. There's so many, like, people want everything to be fast, and I'm not saying that I don't like my internet to be fast, because my dad's computer, it takes like an hour for one thing to load, but we get too caught up in that, and you have to, like, acne's not gonna go away like that. You can't just click a button and erase it all. I mean, maybe if you're photoshopping a picture or something, but in real life, it takes a while. And it sucks because we want to just go away right now, but we can't. It's not going to happen like that. So you have to be patient, because it is going to go away, but it's going to take time. And it's going to be worth it. Because I know sometimes I would be like, I don't know if this is really working or not, but it did. I just had to wait for it, because I've been using this video. I'm filming it right now, October 28th. I started this treatment in February. So I'm not saying just now it started working. I mean, it did start working when I started using it, but I mean, it's still getting there. It's still getting better. So actually, one thing I just thought of that I was going to say, I really encourage you that whenever you try a new product, first of all, don't try it like 2 days and then go, this isn't working, forget this, because it's not going to do anything in 2 days. No product is going to do that. No matter what Proactive says or Clean and Clear, they're liars. It's not going to all go away overnight. But, I just think that you have to give it like a month. So I guess that's it. And if you have any questions about acne or skincare or even about me or hair, because I know I have hair videos and, well, I have a hair video in here, and makeup. I mean, if you have any questions about that, just ask me, but especially especially with acne stuff, because I've been struggling with this. I am 15 now, and I started getting acne when I was 13, so I've been on a treatment since February, like I said, and then before that, for like a while, I was having problems with it, and I didn't know really what to do. So I really hope this helped, and I hope you learned something, and that you can get your face being clear, and your skin is probably never going to be perfect. Sad but true, because like they try to, like, on those, like, especially I see a lot of Proactive commercials where they have like tons of acne on their face, and then it's like before, after, and their face is like glowing and emanating happiness. But those people are not having a clean face, and there's a lot that the camera can hide, and they're probably wearing a ton of professionally done makeup, so you can't believe those things, that your face is actually going to look like that in like a week. It's not real. And you have to, when it comes to acne, you have to accept reality. So just realize that and stop stressing about it, and it'll really help, and you'll see a difference. And so yeah, I hope this helped, and I hope that you will stop stressing about your acne, because chances are you were if you found this video. So have a good no acne day, and stay healthy, my friends. Not thirsty, because I'm sure drinking is not good for your skin. Stay healthy, my friends.